Did that sound like my plan is to conspire to murder federal officials? My plan is to take vengeance out on the government? I don't think that sounded like what he said, did it? All right. That's his address. I do pray you guys write him an encouraging letter. There's been people that have recently asked about, Schaeffer's plea of insanity, or did he plead that he was insane, or people are claiming that he's insane. I asked Schaeffer to respond to that, and here's what he told me. And as usual, he just he responds to things head on, right? He doesn't beat around the bush. Let's read what he said. If the judge ever asks me if I'm insane, I'm going to say, I had delusions. Okay, settle down. If the judge ever asks me if I'm insane, I'm going to say, I had delusions of justice in the beginning, but you've cured me of that. Ha ha ha. Okay, seriously though, the insanity plea is disinformation from the other side and or so-called defense attorneys who were trying to cover the system as a whole. It's not from me at all, and when the people who put that idea out did so, they did not anticipate me giving the audio recordings to Rudy and making all the evidence in the discovery files totally public. Defense attorneys never let the clients do that. Defense attorneys never let their clients do that, ever. But I just did it anyway on my own and told the anti-gun libtard Suzanne Elliott to get used to it. The world deserved to know the truth, so I put my whole case out there. I have never said I was nuts. I said that what is nuts is the feds having unsupervised FBI informants running around threatening to slit your throat if you don't join them on a shooting spree. That's what's crazy. Not the fact that I packed up my family to get the hell out of Dodge after we got threatened. And the only reason Fulton attacked Les and not me is because I had baby Seth in my arms. My good attorney, Robert John, said it best when he said, this insanity nonsense is not a way to explain Schaeffer's actions. It's a way to avoid having to look into and explain the FBI's actions. On top of that, there was never an insanity plea at all. There was just an argument made at sentencing that I was scared out of my mind and fleeing the country to get away from people who I thought were out to kill me. Never mind the fact that I actually had my life threatened by Bill Fulton on February the 6th, 2011. That's just an attorney arguing for an easy sentence. It's not me pleading insanity. My plea all along has been not guilty and actually innocent on the facts. That's from day one until now. Only I can change my plea. The one currently pushing the insanity plea meme is FBI informant Bill Fulton, which makes sense because he's the one who will get in trouble when the whole knife to throat incident makes its way into the court. His FBI handler, Agent Sandra Klein, will get into trouble too, so she may be instructing him to push it. Because if they can discourage any inquiry into their misconduct by simply calling me crazy, they can save their own jobs. But this won't work, because I already gave you all the evidence in the case and you blasted it all over the internet. So when Fulton and Klein say Schaeffer Cox is crazy, nobody made any threats on his life, the FBI did not engage in a violent assault as part of an effort to induce a crime, nothing to see here, folks. Move along. All we have to do is pull up the audio. All we have to do is pull up the audio on YouTube and let people hear the truth with their own ears. You really did. Well, he's saying thank you. If anyone has any questions on anything at all, I'm not offended in the least, not even a little bit. So ask any ticklish questions you can think of, because once you get the facts, you will feel better and it will make sense to you. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all when people ask me questions that may seem like they think I'm nuts or guilty. As long as they are really trying to get to the truth, we can do that. And with people having spent thousands of hours going through the evidence, we have the proof to go with it. So I'm happy to help explain what happened when and so on. At some points, I feel kind of naive for not seeing how the FBI was manipulating and scaring me. I have some embarrassment for not being as smart as a pirate, but I'm not guilty of any crimes. There is nothing in my heart that I wouldn't want the world to see. I just love my country and care about my neighbors. You can hear that as you listen to the recordings. Rudy, you have seen what the feds saw when they spied on my heart. You know my heart is pure. Would I bravely take up arms to defend my country from a government that betrayed we the people and sided with the globalists? You bet. But not if there was a peaceful way. War is hell. Everyone loses in war. It's a thing to avoid at all cost. And I think there is a peaceful way. Americans just have to catch a taste for the soul of classical American values again. Freedom and kindness and self-reliance have to come back into style. If we do that, the swamp will dry up on its own naturally. I've been held in a secret prison for going on 7 years now, but I still have hope for my country. I still believe in humanity. Schaeffer Cox. I pray you guys write him a letter. That's his address. The last line of peaceful defense between a tyrannical government and the defendant is jury nullification. Educate yourself about jury nullification at feedcha.org.